Hello everyone again, and welcome to Fusion 360 Tips. We are moving into 3D workspaces. Now, before we actually get started extruding sketches, I do want to just say that you should always think before you extrude. You can really cut down a lot of work by simply planning on how you're going to extrude your 2D sketch. Like I said, there's more than one way to make something with this software. It's all about how efficiently you plan your build, and it can save you loads of time. So what is an extrude? So basically an extrude would be to take a 2D sketch and to make it 3D and to make it into a solid object. We will demonstrate this right here. So as you can see, we're at our side view here on our plane, our X and Y plane. Now let's say we want to make a set of stairs. Now what you would do, as you see here, I can click into this little square or rectangle here and it highlights it blue. This is a closed boundary. So whatever I click inside this boundary, I can select and extrude it by itself, as you can see. So let's say here we want to make a set of stairs. Now, as we have done here, we have put in our X and Y plane. What we would do here is we would select a rectangle here, hit the E key for extrude, or you could go up here and hit extrude. Let's say we want to extrude it by 20 millimeters. So we hit 20 millimeters and it will extrude. Now, whenever you extrude something the first time, it might get rid of your original sketch. So if it gets rid of your sketch and there's more that you want to extrude, you can simply go over to your sketch part here and highlight this little eye icon, and it will bring up all of your sketches. So we'll go ahead and extrude this one by 40, so it's 2 times the size. And then we'll go to 60, and then 80, and then we'll go to 100. We'll extrude to 100, and now you have a set of stairs. Look at that. That was a lot of work though, right? We had to go to each one and individually extrude each one. Now we can do this in a way simpler way. Instead of going on our XY plane, I went on our front view. So if we highlight our front view and we go over to a pre-made 2D sketch that I did, as you can see, I have made some stairs from this direction. I kind of already planned out all of the height that I wanted from each one, and we'll just go ahead and highlight our main ones here. And as we extrude, we can specify how much we want. We can hit enter, and boom, we have made stairs a lot faster and a lot less work than the original way we did it. We can also highlight our sketch here again. Let's say we want to extend this part out a little further. We can do that by doing that. Now, when you extrude something and add on to something, there is this box over here. It's Operation, Join. So if I were to leave this highlighted as Join, it would make this tied to this solid here that we just extruded. So I'll show you this. So if you were to highlight this, it would highlight the whole thing because it's all one object. Now if we were to extrude this, and we'll go to our box here, we can do something that's called a new body. Hit OK. Now once we highlight this, it is not, this whole thing is not selected because these are two separate entities. They're two different solids. So they're not tied together. So if you wanted to later on, you could move this piece and it would not be tied to the stair. So if you were to highlight this, it would be all one thing. So that is one very cool feature on how to extrude things. Like I said, planning out how you're going to make something can cut you down a lot of time. Also over here on our sketch plan, as you can see these little locks here, that means that your sketch is fully constrained, and you really want to shoot for all of your sketches to look like that. Otherwise it'll be a little square with a pencil in it. So I would encourage you to very much try your best to constrain everything. Another nice little feature you can do with an extrude once you get into this is you can do different types of extrusions. You can do a directional extrusion. So you click on your extrusion here, it only goes one direction. You can also go down into a two-side. You can extrude this to a certain length that you want, you can bring this side out to a certain length that you want. You can also do what is known as a symmetric extrusion. So if you move one side, it moves the other side in equal length to it. So if you do 200 millimeters this way, it's going to go 200 millimeters this way. It would then be 400 millimeters overall. You could also differentiate it, so if you wanted it to be 200 overall length, 200 millimeters overall length, you could specify that. If you want it to be 400, you can go in and change this value here to 400, and you could essentially do it that way. You can do a thin extrude, which would include, meaning it would hollow out your extrusion. It would not be a solid object. So I believe that kind of sums up all the extrusion tools that you can use. It is very neat because you go from your 2D sketches right into your 3D solids. So it's quite an exciting thing, and we're going to get more into the tools that you can manipulate these extrusions. Next video, we're going to work on resolves, and I hope to see you then. Like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and get engaged. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.